One of the common questions I get about keeping up to date with all the information that's coming around Microsoft 365 and Copilot is what's a process that I can implement to help me do this. So I would suggest that a good starting place is to actually use the scheduling capabilities of Copilot to go out and do the research for you and then give you a newsletter or a briefing every single day. Now, to achieve this, you will need a full license of Microsoft 365 Copilot because that license allows scheduling of prompts. Now, the traditional way to do it is to do it inside the prompt, which we'll have a look at here. But before we start that, I would suggest that what you want to do is take your prompt that you would put in to ask for information, like the one I've got here, create a scheduled prompt for daily update on all the changes in Microsoft 365, and run it through the prompt coach. Now, the prompt coach will enhance and improve that prompt, give you a better result in there. You'll probably want to include the fact that you want to schedule this to run on a daily basis. It will give you a formatted prompt as we see here. So I would then take that and we'll use that prompt. So any prompt that you come up with, my first piece of advice is to run it through the prompt coach. You find the prompt coach down here in all ages, no cost for that. Any license of Microsoft 365 can add the prompt coach. Now take your prompt, run it through the prompt coach, and then typically what most people do is they'll feed that prompt into, a new chat capability here. So that's what I've done. And you'll see here I get a result here, my change intelligence briefing, and you'll see that it gives me like a nice list is what I expected from sources that I have access to. Now, to schedule this, what I would do is I would go into the three dots after the bottom of the prompt. I've run the prompt, and you'll see I've got the option here to schedule this prompt. Now, when I schedule this prompt, you'll see that I get the prompt up the top, and now I get the ability to repeat this at a certain time, right? And again, what days that it runs, and it can do this up to a maximum of 15 times, which means after 15 times, you're going to have to go back in and regenerate it or reinitiate the scheduling if you want. So that's how you can do it. Now, after the fact, if you go up to the three dots in the top right-hand corner, select the schedule prompts. This will give you a list of all the scheduled prompts that you are currently running, so you can go in there and edit them, delete them, and also reschedule them if you want. So you can go into the three dots here, and you'll see I can run it now, so you get immediate feedback. You can also edit the schedule, turn it off, and you can also delete it. Now, when this scheduled prompt runs, it'll appear in your prompt history down here, and you can go in and view it there. You'll also get notification generally that a prompt has been run. You can go back in and have a look at it. Now, the newer approach, which I think is better, is to actually feed that prompt into Cowork, right? So the idea is, again, we need a full license of Microsoft 365 Copilot to get Cowork, and we add Cowork again by adding it via all agents. Remember, you'll need to be on the Frontier program or have your tenant enabled for Frontier. Now, I took that same prompt, but I did make a slight modification here. I did go in here and add this line here that basically said, provide a concise daily briefing and send me the results in email. So it's going to know to schedule that. So make sure that your prompt includes the instructions to do this on a regular basis, and perhaps schedule it via an email. You can post it into Teams as well, but in this case, I'm going to do it via email. So once I put that in and put Cowork to work here, you'll see that it goes off, has a bit of think. It then sets up a scheduled task. And then over here on the right in details, you'll see the progress that it works through. You'll see that it has scheduled that prompt. I can turn it off and on. And you'll see I can go in here, edit, run it now, and delete it while I'm in here. And you'll see then it'll keep working through and thinking and creating what it needs to do. Now, this could take a couple of minutes, 7 or so, 5 to 7 minutes to complete. You'll see here now that it's completed this job for me. It's now scheduled it, and I'm good to go. Now, if I go into my emails and have a look here, this is the email that it has kind of sent me here. So nice breakdown, nice table format. And remember, the output here is controlled by my prompt, and that's why I'd recommend you going into the prompt coach to go and get exactly the output that you want. So let it know not only the topic or the context, but also the output. So what we can do is, once we've completed this Cowork, we'll go back to the Cowork homepage. You'll see here that we can go in and create a new Cowork task, but I'm going to go down here And you'll see here is my daily change intelligence briefing. And you'll notice that when I mouse over, I get the scheduled option here. So when I select that, I can see all the emails that I have scheduled for my environment. I can go in and again select these, and I can run them now. I can edit them and so on. All right, so they will appear here. Now again, if we go back to all here, you'll see that I can click back in this task here, and it will give me that capability to go in and edit it, and you'll see that I can make changes if I want in here directly, but don't forget that this will be categorized eventually down here under scheduled, right? So I probably need to refresh the page for this to update and show the task that I just created, but it will be in scheduled. Now the thing that I do notice about this is that a scheduled task in CoWork doesn't seem to basically have any limitation on how many times it actually runs. So if we go in here, and let's go in here and edit this here, you'll see that I can make it active and not, or I can make it daily. Here's the actual instructions that I give it, and you'll see I can select a new session, but the idea here is there's no limit. So it would seem that the CoWork scheduling capability will continue on, whereas the traditional scheduling a prompt via this method does seem to have a limit of 15 times. So maybe that'll change in the future, but one of the big benefits of using CoWork to schedule these sort of things. So my advice to you again in summary is, if you want to keep up with information on a regular basis, create a daily briefing style newsletter or email update. You can do that by taking the prompt that you want for the information, and I would suggest feeding it into the prompt coach first to get a really good detailed prompt of what you want. Then if you want in a basic, you can feed it into your normal chat. At the bottom of the first result, you can go in and schedule the prompt, but I would suggest a better approach is to feed it into CoWork and then let it know that you do want to schedule that on a regular basis, and you should end up with an email delivered into your inbox that looks like this. Now remember, you can craft this, you can improve this, you can have clickable links and whatever you want in there. It comes down to that prompt, but you can always go back in and edit it. And of course, remember to achieve everything that I've outlined here, so the scheduled prompts in the normal chat, the CoWork capability, you will need a full license of Microsoft 365 Copilot to achieve that. But once you do have that, it's a really good way to keep up to date on any topic quickly and easily in any method that you choose, whether it's an email or maybe posting into Teams. So hopefully that's given you a bit better idea of how you can use the ability to schedule prompts and to get regular updates and briefings to help you keep up to date with everything in Microsoft 365 and everything with Copilot as well.